Good morning, student. Today we will discuss chapter number 2, freedom. In this chapter we will discuss the ideals of freedom, aspects of freedom, the sources of constraint, negative and positive liberty. Liberty means freedom, freedom of expression. The ideal of freedom. Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela of South Africa spent 28 years in jail to fight for independence movement, and Aung San Suu Kyi of Myanmar, actually this is the name, Aung San Suu Kyi of the Myanmar also spent year under house arrest to fight for independence. What is freedom? What is freedom is absence of constraint, means restrictions. Constraints means restriction. Freedom is said to exist when external constraints on the individual are absent. In terms of these definitions, an individual could be considered free if or she is not subject to external control or coercion and is able to make independent decision and act in autonomous way. Next point, freedom is also about expanding the ability of people to free express themselves and develop their potential. Aspects of freedom. First is the absence of external constraint. Second, the extent of condition in which people can develop their talents. Next point, a free society would be one which enable all its members to develop their potential with the minimum of social constraints. No individual living in society can hope to enjoy total absence of any kind of constraint or restrictions. It becomes necessary then to determine which social constraints are justified and which are not, which are acceptable and which should be removed. To be free means to reduce or minimize social constraints that limit our ability to make choice freely. There is another aspect of freedom. It allows the full development of the individual creativities, sensibilities and capabilities, be it in sports, science, arts, music or exploration. A free society is one that enables one to purpose one's interest with a minimum of constraint. Yes, next topic, the source of constraint. Restriction. Restrictions on the freedom of individual may come from domination and external controls. Such restrictions may be imposed by force or they may be imposed by a government through laws which embody the power of the rulers over the people and which may have the backing of force. If the government is a democratic one, the members of a state could retain some control over their rulers. That is why democratic government is considered to be an important means of protecting the freedom of people. Next point, but constraint of freedom can also result from social inequality of the kind implicit in the caste system or which result from extreme economic inequality in a society. Why do we need constraint? We need some constraint or else society would descend into chaos. Differences may exist between people regarding their ideas and opinions. They may have conflicting ambition. They may compete to control scarce resources. People around us ready to fight for all kinds of reasons, ranging from the serious to the trivial. Therefore, every society needs some mechanism to control violence and settle dispute. Ideally, in a free society, we should be able to hold our views, develop our own rules or living, and pursue our choices. Creation of such a society requires that we be willing to respect differences of views, opinions, and beliefs. Sometimes an individual can think that a strong commitment to our beliefs requires that we must oppose all those who differ from or reject our views. We see their views or ways of living as unacceptable or even undesirable. Under such circumstances, we need some legal and political restraints to ensure that differences may be discussed and debated without one group forcibly imposing its view on other. Next topic we will discuss in next video. Thank you.